I want to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington. It belongs to the people. No, says the man in Moscow. It belongs to everyone. No, says the man in the Vatican. It belongs to God. I rejected these answers. I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose the facility. Hello and welcome to another edition of Scientist Plays. I'll be your host today, as I always am, your boy Kyle. We will be going through Bioshock yet again. We'll be sciencing, we'll be splicing, we'll be gaming. Whew, what did I tell you? Told you it wouldn't take that long before we added yet another wing to the facility. I mean, I know it looks a little bit different and it kind of sounds like old-timey jazz in the background, but believe me, this is now another wing of the facility. Arnold White says, hype for Big Daddy Kyle. Whew. Look at that. Look at everyone's getting their badges. Everyone's getting their... Ooh, we're getting another level 4 hype train. I'm going to admit, I don't know what that means, but I'm happy to have you all here. Hey, it's your boy Kyle. I'm a science communicator and educator and discount Thor. Most of my work I do over on YouTube. You can search my name. We're doing gaming plus science. We're in the middle of Rapture, or my version of it. We have a whole game center. We haven't even gotten to gameplay yet. I'm happy that everyone is in here. Andrew Ryan goes to Ayn Rand. How have I never thought about that before? Just got a brand new shirt. The hair's down. Any time now would be perfect for you to... The stream is great, is what I'm getting at. First stream as affiliate, everything is running silky smooth, of course. We are going to take down, right now, this Big Daddy. I'm sick of it. Don't want to hear about it. Don't want to look at his face. Plan of attack here. Heat-seeking RPG into electric book, into armor-piercing pistol rounds. I think that's the idea. What makes something heat-seeking? Science lesson number 1, chat. Yes, I'm still holding this button. Science lesson number 1. What makes something heat-seeking? Well, everything that has a temperature, anything that's above absolute zero, gives off infrared radiation. So we measure... What is temperature? Temperature is a measure of the kinetic energy of particles. So as long as any particles are wiggling around, they will have some average kinetic energy and therefore an average temperature. Absolute zero being the temperature at which there is no discernible molecular and atomic motion. There's quantum wiggling and whatnot, but there's no atomic motion, therefore no temperature, therefore zero. So what we do with a heat-seeking weapon is tune it to a specific temperature or a specific temperature difference in an area to lock on to that infrared radiation that's being put out by some target. Yes, infrared radiation, what comes down from the sun and touches your skin and turns into heat, that is the same kind of, that is light. Same like visible light, just on a different part of the electromagnetic spectrum. And now I'm going to unleash the electromagnetic spectrum on this big boy. Bye-bye. Got him. So Kyle, if everything with the temperature, Mr. Mega Mig says, if everything has a temperature and gives off some kind of light, different in the spectrum from visible light, does that mean I glow in the dark? Yes. So infrared cameras, when you see infrared cameras being used in the dark to see things, that's because even in the absence of visible light, there can still be those IR, infrared, longer waves of radiation. And that would allow you to see in an area otherwise devoid of visible light. Now, why do they call it infrared? Because if you start in the visible light spectrum, you go all the way to one end to the rainbow of like blue and violet, and then you go down towards the longer wavelengths, all the way down towards radio waves, you go down the rainbow, and then you get to red, Roy G. Biv, you get to red, and then the next band of wavelengths, infrared. That's also why we call something red hot. When something is giving off enough infrared energy that those infrared wavelengths get so energetic that they get shorter, that those infrared wavelengths get pushed into red wavelengths. Infrared to glowing red. Science lesson 1.5 of the day. Let's keep going. McCracken crabs. Last week we explained why everything seems to turn to crab. Carcinization. We talked about convergent evolution in that way. I can see you, monster. Don't worry about me. Well, my boy was killed in the war. Are we getting the follow notifications up here? I'm not... We better be. Or else Kevin's got hell to pay. Hell, I tell you. Yes. Who dropped that? See, that's good game design, too. You go in this little area, and then there's a contextual thing. Man, I would not want to be shot upwards in the butt. Yes. Replace. Oh, who's gonna get wrenched now? Man, I'm on autopilot with this right now here. Just a second. Okay, just a second. Wrong gun. Yeah, you just stay there. I'll be here. Don't worry about it. Can I throw back her hooks? Oh. Hack the planet. Oh, this one seems hard. We're good. We're good. You can't outpipe me. I don't care how that sounds. Bam. So do I... Nah, I want to keep Yeah, but I get to keep the wrench, right? The only thing I care about in the world.
My crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized?
Dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Why don't you keep your eyes open? No, that was Australian. I want more... Oh, son of a gun. I wanted to upgrade my plasmid space. Now I'm gonna be... I could get this, I could get that... Alright. Oh, by throwing bodies at people. This is... unstoppable. Gotta hack the plant, because right now I have no weapons. There's gonna be a bunch of gross splicer boys coming in here. I need to make sure the security's working for me. Hack the planet. Hack the planet. Okay, so we see what we're supposed to do here. I just need a... Oop. But Kyle, this is hardly the most efficient... Cool it. Is it not? Hacked. I'm gonna throw so many bodies at bodies. Who wants it? Who wants to get wrenched? Oh! Who wants to get bodied? Hey! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Wait, how'd you get all your health back? I can rip his mask off? That's kind of cool. Ah! Bye-bye. Where is this? You fools. Give my guns back. You ain't got nothing. Gimme. Right. Kyle, don't get hung up on this. Go complete the game. Complete the game so that we can get on to other games eventually. Then why are you doing this? Bye-bye. I think telekinesis is definitely the best. I usually, when I play this game, I usually upgrade this first. Can you sprint in this game? No. Yep. Then we're gonna upgrade this. We're gonna upgrade this. I know. That wasn't very good. I know. It's fine. I have those there. I knew that. That's all planned.
You don't know what it's like.
Slightly delayed. Is there anything ever in grenade boxes? Let me guess. No, not once. I'm gonna eat everything in these crates. Fish, cigarettes, put it all in my mouth. Do I hack it? Can I hack it? That's the question. Can I hack it, chat? You think I can do it? No, I'm not. I'm way too good for that. Wow, this... I thought it was supposed to be flowing slower. Right? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. There it is! Ah! Nope. I can do it. Damn! I need one of those slots right to be... Damn! I need one of these slots right there to be this, yes. Damn! 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 It's moving so fast! How easy was that? Come on.
Fontaine fucks you.
You got it. Should be smooth sailing from here. I'll meet you up ahead.
Does it take this long to get to his family submarine? His family submarine? Dang. GG's. Don't say Pog. I know. I'm never going to. If I ever say it with a straight face, I'll give you your subscription back. Eat everything. Glass bottles. Old pictures of my family. Cigarettes. Old moldy steaks. I'll eat all of it. Don't care what it is. Don't care how bad it is. Give it to me and I will eat it. You think I don't see you? I do. Eat all the food! Yes, smuggle in all your Krispy Kremes for me to shove in my face. 360. Okay, not a 360. Whoa. Yep, here we go. Take it all. Just drink all this, just, I need to eat. Oh, I'm fine.
Hit the switch up there in the control booth.
Is that bad?
Can't see a damn thing in that booth. Give me a tick and I'll get you out of there. Moira, can you hear me in there, darling? They're everywhere. I can't hold them. They've to fall back. Get me family out and we'll regroup as soon as we can.
Hey Kyle, love your hair. Just asking. Rosa. My eyes are up here, okay? If you know me, you know my career consists of evaluating certain superpowers. And one of the superpowers I was never really able to explain and quantify and give a good explanation for that I would stand behind is telekinesis. telekinetic powers, using the power of your mind to affect objects in the real world, like you see, like bending spoons and that sort of thing. And the reason is that there's no force to explain it. We have good ideas of what forces interact with everything from the very small to the very large. At the very small, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force, to the very, very large, like gravity. There doesn't seem to be an energy regime where some other force that we've never observed before is acting. And because telekinesis acts on our scale, which is to say the size of humans and moves human-sized stuff, the energy and the energy signature, whatever's happening and whatever force is pushing and pulling equal and opposite reactions, this should be readily observed and studied, and yet it is not. And so there's not really any physics-based analog I can give you for telekinesis. It just doesn't really work. Yes, forces move objects. Yes, your consciousness is a neuronal thunderstorm of electrical activity, but those two things do not link to each other. And that's why I've always found telekinesis difficult to actually explain. It's probably one of the least likely superpowers there is. And now back to women screaming. Oof. That looked like it hurt. Well, first of all. Second of all. Oop, that almost killed me, huh? Why is there a delay when I'm... whatever. Who wants to get bodied? Oh!
I'm a star, not you.
What happened? Wait. Give me your mask. Give me your body. I can block those with his body? That's cool. You fool! You crazy fool! Give me your organs. Headshot. Don't worry about it. I'm Andrew Ryan. We here at the facility have opened up an entire wing just for gaming. This is our... we just became a Twitch affiliate. What? It took us... what? Okay. And now we're here. The Great Chain. It belongs to me. You don't mind. How you doing there, lady? This looks like Ophelia from... She's doing her best Ophelia impression from... Hey, what is she doing her best Ophelia impression from... Hey, what is she doing her... Hamlet! Thank you! I'm a smart guy. Teleportation. We can talk about that.
Hello.
Hi. We get it. You like True Detective Season 1. So did everyone else. I think I killed him, but it's scripted. So he's not dead yet. Hey. You idiot. What? Liquid Pabear says, hey, Kyle. Yes, I took that long to read that. I'm reading the same screen that you're reading. I don't have a chat window up, which sounds suboptimal. That's because it is. Where am I? What's happening? Let me just give me a second. I don't like that. I don't know. When will these machines learn? That's what I'm wondering. I really enjoy how a body does like full damage to anything. That's fun for me.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Oh no! Hack the planet! That was oh no. Oh no. Everyone shut up. I'm sciencing. Is it just me, or is this all flowing a lot faster right now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Time to play Pipe Dream. I don't know what that means. Hey. I'm playing against my natural instincts, and I'm kind of just running to the objectives, I suppose. Bye-bye. How is everyone down here a doctor? Yes, but what if I go down here? Okay, never mind. Where's my baby? Oop. Come back here, you junk. Everyone, please let Kyle science the vending machine into submission. Yes, obviously, all vending machines are powered by hydraulics. And, you just have to reroute the hydraulics a little bit, and bing, bang, boom. So, fun fact, so hydraulics work on fluid pressure, and what you may not know, or you do know, fluid is incompressible, or liquid, rather, is incompressible, because air is also considered a fluid. Air is compressible. You can take air in a bike pump, for example, and press down on it, shrinking it into a smaller volume. You can't do that with water. Technically, water can do that a little bit. Is generally considered incompressible. Now, the advantage to something that's incompressible, like water, a liquid, is that if you press at one end of that liquid in a tube, the other end of that tube will move in that exact amount. Because every molecule of the water on one end is exactly pushing on every molecule on the other in a little chain. If you press one end down, because it can't compress, this can't just go down. If this goes down, this end has to go up. And so we use hydraulic systems. We take advantage of hydraulic systems and that fact to move something here with a little bit of pressure and apply a lot of pressure somewhere else, or vice versa. That's how hydraulics work. But fun fact, spiders and spiders' legs are also hydraulic. They don't have muscles like you or I have muscles. They change the pressure inside of their little tubey legs with their body blood to make their legs go. Science lesson. Maybe 4. That brings us up to like 10. You're welcome. You might be wondering, who is this guy being so cocky like that? Well, I'm your resident science guy. This is what we are wont to do. Sciencey stuff. In addition to gaming. I welcome you here. Thank you for being a part of the facility. Something that we are trying to do. Hack it! Hack it! Hack it! Okay. Bye-bye. If you can't hack it, you must attack it. What about crab legs?
Demanded that I establish a public park there.
I want this to be hacked because there's going to be a Big Daddy around here. No, he did not. You. Okay, dude. She's already dead. Is there any animal capable of producing fire from their own biology alone? There's a very curious insect named the bombardier beetle, or bombardier beetle. And this bombardier beetle has evolved an amazing defense mechanism. It has evolved a defense mechanism where it rockets out boiling acid from its butt. The bombardier beetle does this by having these two fluids in different let's say, volumes of its backside, and then when when it feels threatened, those glands get mechanically squeezed, and those fluids come to combine at the butt, and they mix, and they create an exothermic reaction, a reaction that's exothermic. It produces heat. It doesn't take in heat like endothermic reactions do. It gets hotter. And all of that fluid comes out the backside, boiling, steaming, bubbling, and acidic-y into some predator's face. Now, this beetle has actually been used for years by the intelligent design and or creationist crowd to say, well, how could a bug like this evolve? How could it possibly hold something that's basically explosive inside of its body and evolve that way? Well, when you actually look at the biology of the creature and you can see step by step how you could have just one thing of fluid that did one thing, another fluid that did another thing. There was a mutation that combined the two, or not, or had a pipe cross or something like that. You can see, you can imagine the step-by-step process through which something like that could evolve. It doesn't exist inside of the body as a mixture that is explosive. Rather, it comes out of two different volumes inside of the creature's body, and we call this hypergolic. Hypergolic chemicals that when they mix are fine on their own, but when they mix, they combust, and we use this in rocket fuel. Sometimes. Science lesson number 5. That sounds bad. Yeah, I love these ones. They make you feel good. What does reducing flow do, chat? What does reducing the volume of the flow, what does reducing the cross-sectional area of the flow do? Like I said, fluid is incompressible. It has to go somewhere. And so if you have fluid, some volume of fluid moving through a tube at a certain velocity, if you reduce the cross-sectional area through which that mass flow is supposed to go, then the only way to keep the equation the same is to have the velocity go up. If you made the pipe wider, much wider all of a sudden, the velocity would go down. And so, even though I think they were trying to say, oh, use this small tube, it will slow down the flow, in reality, I think that would greatly speed up the flow inside that. That would greatly speed up the flow inside of those little pipes and actually speed it up. BioShock? You're wrong. Kevin, how much... Yeah, you, dummy. How much money conservatively do we spend on this wing of the facility just to show this area off? What? Yeah. No, the whole... And the whale and stuff. How much? $975 million just for this. So I appreciate everyone who is cheering, everyone who is subscribing right now. Whales aren't cheap. Kyle, did you put a line in your eyebrow just to look like Jason Momoa and also grow your beard out and also do your hair like that and also... No. That's all coincidence. I don't want to hear nothing about it. We here at the facility, we're nerdy, we're generous, we're kind. We tell each other what is the best way to work out and what magic cards to buy. We do all of this. We're our own little community. Kyle, you just call it a community because everyone's trapped in a large metal place. That's also true. But some of them like it here. So yeah, I told you, get your own personal hair fan here at the facility. It's sometimes as long as you look good, you know. Hey Kyle, if we had a space elevator, could we fling nuclear waste into the sun? Would it affect the sun in any way? Science lesson number 7. Just thinking. Before we get back into Rapture, the idea of throwing trash into the sun is kind of a meme. But what people don't consider, even though the sun looks like it's straight up at noon, you can't throw something in a straight line at it. And that's because we are moving around the sun. So if we're here and we're orbiting around the sun, if I threw something in a straight line here, because we have some orbital velocity this way, it would actually, when I threw it, it would actually miss the sun. Earth, Earth is moving around the sun at 30 kilometers per second. 30,000 meters per second. Very, very quickly around the sun. That means if you want to throw trash in a straight line, basically, to the sun, just launch it straight into the sun, you have to cancel out that orbital velocity. So a rocket launching trash into the sun would have to first go 30 kilometers per second in the other direction, tangentially, so that it could just use gravity and fall into the sun. Now, 30 kilometers per second is fast. The exit velocity, the escape velocity of Earth, for example, is 11.2 kilometers per second. Yeah, if you're just joining us, these are the kind of things we know here at the facility. It's 11.2 kilometers per second, and so that's, you have to multiply that by 3 before you're canceling out orbital velocity. And so, even though it is kind of a meme to throw things into the sun, it would take a lot of fuel and a lot of money, making it not really cost effective. Now you say, would throwing into the sun make the sun any different? Yes, it would add to the mass of the sun, and the sun is so hot, so intense, that it would end up becoming more fusion fuel for the sun. It would add to the sun's mass. But even if you took all of the trash on Earth and you threw it into the sun is so much bigger than the Earth. It's 1 million times bigger in volume. Even if you took all of the trash on the Earth and threw it in the sun, it would hardly make a difference in terms of its mass whatsoever. The sun is just so big. Seaferix says it's cheaper to launch stuff out of the solar system than fall straight into the sun. Yes, because we're already going so fast, again, around the sun, 30 kilometers per second, so fast like this, the exit velocity, I keep saying that, the escape velocity of the solar system is around 42 kilometers per second. These are the things we know here at the facility. Which means that instead of canceling out 30 kilometers per second, all we'd have to do is add 12 kilometers per second onto a rocket heading out this way in a precise trajectory, but just 12 kilometers per second, which we can do with our rockets right now. And you could launch something out of the solar system. Could a human live under the sea with oxygen produced by trees? If you had the right number of trees, yes. That's science lesson number 8. Beyond the sea. Let's get right. But Kyle, I don't see anything. Will you calm down? Will you calm right down? Kevin, can you bring up the... Because if you... Hacked. How many trees per person per lifetime? I think a single large tree is enough for a human in terms of producing oxygen and recycling oxygen. And I think, if anything, that'd probably be a good rule of thumb. That means 1 person per tree. So, a lot of trees. If you have a lot of people, obviously. Was it? You dumb fools. Excuse me. Do we have what it takes to take this guy out right now? Yes. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And... this. Bye-bye. Oh, he's got those. Those are bad. Come on. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Come up here, big boy. 2 can play at that game. Uh-oh. Maybe only 1 can play at that game. Mm-hmm. Yep. Haha! 2 can play at that game. That's very cool game design. having these little pieces move. No! You might be wondering how I ended up here. I think I can catch his flames. Am I crazy? Boo. Stop trying to reload. Do you mind? So would one of those old-timey diving suits make good armor? Yes. Science lesson. While the water sound makes you pee. Armor that is at certain angles to the average trajectory of projectiles is good. So when you look at a tank, what does a tank look like? You know what a tank looks like. But a lot of times, tanks will have sloping armor like this. A tank doesn't look like a box. It looks like a trapezoid. Why? Because when a bullet or another tank shell hits this, it's likely to glance off and follow the angle here so that not all of the energy is going into penetrating the armor. So having, sloped, curved armor makes sure that you're not absorbing all the possible kinetic energy of a projectile, which is why curved armor, sloped armor is good in something like a battle. Science lesson number 9. Mokura says, I love that Bioshock essentially has a Thompson, one of the most notorious weapon designs around, a Tommy gun. Yeah. You guys having a party in there? I've shot a Tommy gun before. And because of the low caliber that the Tommy gun actually fires, has very, very, very low recoil. And it's very easy to shoot, which is probably why it was very popular. Let me eat. Give me your food. Give me your corpse food. You didn't need to do that. Yep, working perfectly. Working perfectly. Perfect. Love it. That's probably not what I wanted to do. Perfect. Love it. My enemies will feel my fiery wrath. So we were talking about why these smaller tubes would it actually increase the velocity of the flow and not decrease it. This is how you can change the pressure, change the temperature. This is how refrigeration works. By rapidly increasing or decreasing the cross-sectional area of the flow to make it speed up or slow down. Science lesson 9.5. No. Oh, come on. That makes sense. Fine, either way. Do you mind, sir? Aha. Good work, my automatic colleague. So if we mention a science fact that Kyle doesn't know, do we become Kyle? Yes. It works that way. I want to grab something. Jeez, dude. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh no, he's gonna heal up. Oh no. Bye-bye. Come on. Who was that? That was just a rando? I can't hear any of these guys. This is very irritating. Kyle, just plug in your headphones. No. That's what a coward would do. This is now a challenge speedrun. Can I play without hearing everybody is going to surprise me. Who's that guy? Don't know. Where'd he come from? Don't care. Gonna get him anyway. Yep. Yes. My Securotrons dealt with him swiftly. See, I can't... What happened? Is stuff happening? Oh. I don't know. I can't hear anything.
hacking expert. The original Hacksmith Jeans Tonic hacking expert diffuses alarms and helps avoid power overloads. It's a must-have!
Wait. This is a big trap room. In that there's going to be a lot of bad guys, and I have to booby trap this whole room to stay safe. You know what? I'm gonna let me try one more thing here. Yeah, Dolby. Do I hear anything? No. Son of a gun! Great. So it works on my computer. I can hear it when I'm hacking, but when the game is on, nothing. Calm Storm says the square root of 0 is 0. Thanks.
What's the point of being a damn genius if the only
Yes,
ones
give
around
me
you
your
are
assorted
drawn
tubes.
spliced up morons? Cracked
There's gonna be bad guys coming in, right?
I'm 99% certain I have.
But I'm keeping everything.
Hey. How you doing? There's no such thing as proximity mines. There are landmines, things that you physically have to activate. There are trip mines, things that you physically have to pull out some kind of pin, initiate some kind of chemical reaction, like inside of a grenade, which comes from because they initially look like pomegranates. Grenade. There's no such thing as a proximity mine, whether you've seen it in this game or any other video game or 007. There's no bomb, there's no explosive that sends out some kind of signal and waits for a return signal to judge distance like a bat would and then explode. Proximity mines don't exist. Science lesson number 10. What is happening? See, I can't hear nothing. Oh. So I'm not saying there couldn't be a proximity mine. I'm saying that there isn't. Kyle, why do you keep getting shot? Because I can't hear them, Chad. Go to the farmer's market. Bodied! You fool. Imagine you're the person, you will get shot less. That's not the problem, sir or madam. The problem is that I literally can't hear anything in my headphones because my headphones died. Yes, but what if I take your bot for my own? Or I just blow your butt up? What about that? 10 science lessons? Are you kidding me right now? We're going through fluid dynamics and the visible light spectrum and hydraulics and all this stuff. The doors are thick to prevent blasts. You get it. How far from ground zero at Chernobyl will you be? So you know when Chernobyl exploded, they put that concrete, what they called a sarcophagus, over the failed reactor. And then in November of 2017, they put that giant metal dome, the new safe confinement, over that, right? Over the entire power plant. I'm going inside that. I'm right there. It's going to be so cool. We're talking with scientists. We're talking, hopefully, with one of the men who took the original photos of the elephant's foot. We're going to Pripyat. I'm bringing a drone. We're going inside of all the abandoned buildings. We're going to the Red Forest. It's going to be awesome. Today, we went through no less than 10 science lessons. We smacked the shot of a bunch of splicers. We completed a number of objectives in one of the best games of all time. And best yet, you got to hear weird old-timey jazz while looking at my personal whale in the background, Gregory. I hope that you will join me for the next edition of Scientist Plays. Check out the other VODs, which stands for Video On Demand if you're not in the business. People say it like everyone knows. They don't know. Video On Demand. You can go back to the YouTube channel, check out everything that we're doing at the facility. We're challenging. We're making mini documentaries. We're doing a little bit of everything, and I can't do a little bit of everything without all of you here in the facility. Until I see you next time, be nice to each other. Because this is all we got. Take care.